For our next number, we're doing a famous Bobby McFerrin tune called Don't Worry, Be Happy. We're doing a happy theme today. And so my request to you is, if you know how to whistle, please whistle this while the band plays it. You'll recognize it once we start.
Welcome, everyone. Woo. Good morning. Welcome to SSUC. Welcome to a place of exploration. Welcome to where we explore our highest humanity and our best and highest values. Community of diversity and affirmation. Welcome to this circle this morning. Whether you're here in this room, whether you're joining us online, you are welcome, you belong, and I'm glad you're here. This morning, as we gather as community, we open ourselves to compassion, to depth. We open ourselves to welcome as we celebrate with new members of families. And we know that in the depth of spiritual understanding and spiritual journey, we know that our identity, our connectedness, and our belonging are places where we grow and evolve, and from which we make a difference in our world. So, as we light our candle this morning, we light it in honor of that quest that each of us is on. Deeper understanding, more compassion, more love. And as we do it together, we recognize that we're spiritual seekers together, united in community.
Hi, I'm Steve Bailey, and I'm the gathering companion today. So as we work hard to make safer space for all, please know that you're welcome here, just as you are and just as you are becoming. All sizes, all ages, all colors, all cultures, all genders and sexualities, all abilities, all learning and thinking types, all religions or none, all people. We wouldn't be the same without you in our circle.
We are joined together in a bond of love, with cords of freedom and of duty, connected to each other. Our spirits are strong in a bond of wonder and of beauty, made by all of us, for all of us, fashioned by everybody's hands. All our differences, all we share, woven into many colored strands. And this bond will hold us through the storm and encourage us when hope seems gone, knowing that together we belong. We'll extend our care to the ends of the earth, and love will ever be our song. Shared by all of us, with all of us, all filled with love that's full and free. Chords of sympathy, chords of joy, stronger for our mutuality. And this bond will hold us through the storm and encourage us when hope seems gone, knowing that together we belong. We'll extend our care to the ends of the earth, and love will ever be our song.
When I first moved to Canada 9 years ago, the role and importance of land acknowledgement was not something I was familiar with. It had never been a part of my history, my narrative, and the first time I actually heard a land acknowledgement was at a social work conference I attended within the first few weeks of moving to Canada. And I remember from that, it raised questions for me and led me to explore my perceptions and challenge what I believe to actually be history in both Canada and the US. So as I settled into life and work here, land acknowledgements became more than routine words. To me, they're a reminder to continue to learn what I do not know and to continue to seek a truer understanding of the impact of actions, of both past actions, but also importantly, how current actions can move me and us towards significant progress with reconciliation. So, as part of SSUC, today we acknowledge that we are located on Treaty 6 territory and respect the history, languages, and cultures of the First Nations, Métis, Inuit, and all First Peoples of Canada, whose presence continue to enrich our community. And we, as part of SSUC, are committed to continuing our learning and continuing to challenge ourselves to a better understanding of a true history and our intentions toward an honest reconciliation.
It is our time for all ages, which means I welcome anyone to come forward to the carpet or closer by if you would like. Robin is flying in. Ooh, I wanted to get something. I would never. Hello, Nina. Oh, we have a special day today because, like some other days, we get to welcome a new person to our SSUC family and to the Earth and Universal family. And Nina's here on the carpet to start that off. It's lovely. So I thought we could talk about water because we're going to use water right here when we offer this welcome to Nina. And this little pitcher is full of water, and it reminds us to talk about this in a very special way. When all of us were growing in our mums, we were surrounded by water. We weren't breathing air yet, so there was water all around us. And then when we were born, we came out of that water and breathed air for the first time. Amazing. Over half, 60%, for those of you that like math, over half of our bodies are water. Amazing. Every cell needs water in it that's in our bodies. So water is very, very important. We wouldn't be living without it. Did you know even our bones are kind of watery? We think of our bones as really hard and dry because we're used to looking at like Halloween skeletons. But our bones inside of us are even up to 30% water. So our bones are wet. We use water to wash our hands, wash our face, wash in the shower, in the bath. Water is so important for staying clean. Water is fun, right? Water balloons. What else is fun about water? Spray park, swimming. Splashing, yes. Water is life. And so that is one of the reasons that we use water when we welcome and celebrate a new person in the family and on this earth, because it's such a special, special thing. And so we're going to use water when Nina comes to the stand here in the bowl right away. And I want you to watch, and I want you to see the water when it goes on Nina. See how she likes it? It's always a toss-up, right, Nina? Who knows? Who knows? But it's nice and warm. It's nice and warm. So you are welcome to stay here on the carpet so that you can see nice and close when we welcome Nina and celebrate with her family. Are you ready? Let's do that. Okay. Welcome, Tenke. Welcome, Natsumi. And welcome, Nina. Beautiful. And Marilyn is here to represent all of us here as well as we welcome Nina. We're just going to admire the pictures for a minute because they're so beautiful. Look at that. We gather here with Nina's family to celebrate her belonging. With water and with candlelight, we celebrate Nina's place in this world and honor her connection to all of life. Above her are the stars. Beneath her is the earth. Within her is the light of life. We bless her with this water that, like the earth, her life might be grounded, and like a burning light, her spirit might shine. We bless her with our words that she might know that we journey with her in her quest for meaning and purpose. And so we gather in this place at this time to share their journey. So let's celebrate this child and the names by which she will identify. Tenkai and Natsumi, by what name shall this child be known?
Nina Eleanor Luong.
In this ritual of belonging, we recognize that Nina belongs to the universe, that she is a spiritual being, and that you, as her parents, have the great honor of caring for, teaching, and cherishing this beloved child. Natsumi and Tenkai, as Nina's parents, we invite you to affirm your intentions. Do you seek to nurture Nina in her spirit? Do you seek to celebrate the sacredness of life, to instill a sense of wonder, passion, and gratitude for the gift of life, and to inspire this awareness in Nina?
We do.
Do you seek to nurture Nina in her spirituality and help her to take her place in the world as a loving, responsive, and responsible human being, embracing discovery and creating possibilities for Nina to experience the sacredness of life more deeply?
We do.
Do you seek to grow and evolve in your connection to meaningful values? Find ways for your family to cultivate community, express compassion, celebrate diversity, and engage life with spiritual depth, and to make a meaningful difference in the world?
We do.
We recognize that we are part of a community, a whole community of support that includes extended family, friends, and communities of many kinds. There are many who nurture and influence our children. As the spiritual community of SSUC, we offer our support and care.
Tenkai and Natsumi, we seek to be a source of support and encouragement to your family. We offer to share our stories, wisdom, and experience with you. And we welcome you and Nina to journey with us as we seek to build community, deepen our spirituality, and be present for each other. I'm just going to ask Dara if he could show the family on the screens in a split way that we do, so that folks at home can see what we're doing as well. Okay, here is our water. It's in water that we are born, of water that we are made, with water that we're refreshed, by water that we are sustained. It's with this ancient element of water that we welcome and celebrate Nina. We are all part of community, and as such, each one of us has a place, a part, and a sense of belonging. We will join together to speak the words of welcome, celebration, and baptism in just one moment. Oh, hello, Nina. Hello. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Oh, yes, very good. Very good. Are we ready? Nina, we baptize you into love. May the source of love be your strength. May the love we learn in the stories of our tradition be your guide. And may the spirit of love be your bond to connection, wholeness, and community. We welcome you, Nina. Oh, yes. You did a great job. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, very good. Oh, yes. That wasn't so bad. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Nice work. Well, it's our turn to welcome Nina with the words that you see on the screen. Friends, this is Nina Eleanor Luong, and you are beloved. How about this little group here? You want to see? Friends, this is Nina Eleanor Luong, and you are beloved. How about this group over here? The back never gets to see up close, so we'll go back here. Friends, this is Nina Eleanor Luong, and we call you beloved. Friends, this is Nina Eleanor Luong, and we call you beloved. There's one group of musicians you know over here. Let's go see them. Let's go see. Friends, this is Nina Eleanor Luong, and you are beloved. Yes. Good job. Good job. Oh, yeah. Yes. Want to go see Mom? You're welcome. Family, receive this candle that symbolizes the light that shines in you, that shines in Nina. Nina, may it burn brightly in you. May it be a reminder that your light joins with ours and with the entire cosmos. May it remind you that you are a unique and vital piece of the sacred creation. May it remind you of community, welcome and loved just as you are, and come what may. May the blessing of a shared life of love and light be alive in you today and with you always. Amen.
My goodness. Well, today's wisdom reading continues this sense of just beauty and blessings and learning. So today's wisdom reading comes from Matthew chapter 5, verses 1 through 9 from the Bible. Jesus saw the crowds forming and went up a hill where he sat down. His disciples gathered around him, and he began to teach them. Blessed are those who know they are spiritually poor. The spiritual adventure is theirs. Blessed are those who mourn. They will be comforted. Blessed are those who are humble. They have all that is needed. Blessed are those whose greatest desire is to do what is right. They will be fulfilled. Blessed are those who are merciful to others. They will receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart. They will see and know all that is sacred. Blessed are those who work for peace. They are engaged in the spiritual endeavor. In these words from the first century Jesus tradition, may we find wisdom for our living.
Starting with an old story. John Winthrop was the first governor of the Massachusetts Bay Colony. And he told this story. That one day he learned from a friend that his neighbor, Mr. Jones, was stealing wood from him. John told this friend, "Thank you for telling me." And then John went to his neighbor and he said, "Mr. Jones, it has been a very cold winter. If you run short of wood, help yourself from my woodpile." And then John went back to his friend and he said, "I have just cured Mr. Jones of his stealing." This little parable is a lesson that teaches that the issue in that story is not the wood, and it's not even the act of stealing, but the person's relationship with their neighbor. And perhaps what we're learning on this spiritual path that we're all on is that everything is about our relationship with our neighbor. We just heard read an old text that talks of blessings. Blessing and blessed are religious-y words, aren't they? We're used to hearing these words in a religious context of being blessed. And what does that mean? There's kind of a social, a historical context to that word, meaning the assumption is we're blessed by a higher power. We're blessed by a being, a capital G-O-D, God, that doles out blessing, either as a reward or willy-nilly like a farmer sows seeds. But we can reframe that language when we recognize that this traditional understanding isn't one that necessarily works for everyone or us, or maybe I should just say me. Let's hear a definition of blessing that has been described in a different way. Blessing described as the impartation of a gift, a permission, or a help that is given freely to another. In this sense, and in the sense that we are all one sacred in our connection to each other, it is always in the context of our relationships and our connection to each other that we can say that we are blessed or receive a blessing. We do it from and to each other all the time. Theft isn't theft if it's freely given. Our relations with and between us define everything. They define who we are, what we do, how we live. For this reason, we're all part of innumerable circles of blessings. Because of this very fact, circles, plural, of blessing, where the arrows go around and back and forth and around and around. Back to the reading from what is called the Sermon on the Mount. What are these blessings? Or to be fancy, beatitudes. They get called that too. A few examples. Blessed are those who know that they are spiritually poor, for the spiritual adventure is theirs. Well, that really must reflect how we engage to enrich and deepen each other's understandings. To recognize that we're spiritually poor means we have something to learn. It's not from a place of knowing all the answers, but in recognition that we don't and that we need each other to find them. How about this one? Blessed are those who are humble, for they have all that is needed. That has nothing to do with holding power over anybody. To be humble or meek isn't to be weak, but it reflects how we interact to build power among us. And as a result of our relationship with the disenfranchised, the marginalized, whether that be us or another, we have all we need when we are together. Blessed are those who mourn, for they'll be comforted, must reflect the need for us to embrace the universality of our mortality. Yes, we're all on the way to death. And that ought to engender some compassion and some care for each other as we make our way and make everything of each day that we have with each other. Just a final example. Blessed are those who work for peace, for they are engaged in the spiritual endeavor. That must reflect that we all contain realities of upheaval and calm, both. Peace and war within us, both. Connection and separation in us. We give and receive peace in the never-ending work to turn peace we cultivate within to the peace the world needs. That happens in relationship. Peace doesn't happen because you or me or anyone wills it so. Even when two sides are not even talking to each other and are killing the living something out of each other. It happens when the arrows turn in relationship, and because the peace we might cultivate in ourselves we want for another. All of these statements attempt to overturn our understandings of an isolated and individualistic world. They seek to overturn our understandings of how we seek success. They reframe for us the fact that the entire enterprise of living out our values, living our faith, is done in the context of relationships. I need to love myself, I need to love others, I need to love the world, and vice versa. The pain of one is the pain of all. The joy of all is the joy of one. So these blessings, these things we freely offer to another, are giving us that countercultural, relational third way of looking at the world and its binaries. Not rich or poor, but how we bless one another. Not from the settler to the newcomer, not from the northern developed world to the southern developing one. Not this one-way directional street that we constantly cultivate in our world, but a circle that says we have learning from each other. Not happy or sad, but the way we connect with one another to take another step. Not the have and the have-nots, but the way we ensure everyone has what they need. These are all possibilities of hope in the midst of life. This is what blessing one another means. So isn't it amazing then, when a family we've gotten to know over the course of the last couple of years chooses to celebrate a new family member in a ritual of belonging to welcome Nina, not because of an obligation, not because it's part of their past and something they feel they should do, not because it's expected, but because of a deep sense of found community and knowing that the values we express in faith, in hope, in the world that we try to create with one another are the kind of things that will offer to this child a blessing. That will offer a way of being in the world that's infused with love and hope. And in turn, because it's a circle, we will receive Nina's blessing of her being in the world. The blessing of her identity, her wisdom, her creativity, her light. It all happens in a circle. And so we bless each other. So blessed are we because of what we all offer the world and what the world offers us. As our spiritual ancestor Abraham learned in the ancient stories, we are blessed to be a blessing. We are blessed not because we're special, not because we earned it, not because of any other reason other than so that we can turn around and bless another. It's a circle. And we are a beautiful, wonderful, rich, and amazing part of it. May it be so always. a few invitations and announcements of the life of our community this morning. And the first is some exciting news on our front from SSUC as a community. We would like to introduce, and I'm going to get Wes to come up here, would like to introduce Wes as our new youth coordinator. Oh, look at that. Wes will be inviting youth that to engage in a Sunday morning experience on a weekly basis, and as time goes on, we're going to be doing some work in the community as well, and begin reaching youth that have great needs on the south side of Edmonton, particularly queer youth. So it's my pleasure to introduce Wes, who goes by the pronouns they, them, and we're really excited that they're here. And Wes, would you introduce yourself and say a few words? Amazing.
Absolutely. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Drop my pen right away. As Chris just said, my name is Wes. I am non-binary. My pronouns are they and them. If you have any questions about that, I am more than happy to go through the whole spiel with you. I am a dog dad. My dog is my son, and he is my world. His name is Comet. I wish I had a picture of him up on the screen, but that's for next time. I have just accepted the role of youth coordinator here. I'm really excited. We don't have a name for the youth program yet. We don't have a structure yet, because I really want the youth to be part of that process. I really want the youth to be part of building something that they value and that they buy into. And so a little bit more about me. I come from Newfoundland. I am a Newfie. I come from Mount Pearl, Newfoundland, which is right next to St. John's, so I don't have an accent. Apologies. I can throw one on, but only like when I'm talking to my dad. So I am an advocate and an educator. I educate and advocate for mental health things and transgender issues. I formerly worked in the social work field, and now I am focusing more so on youth work and work that is social rather than social work. I also recently became the vice president of Team Edmonton, which is all things gay sports in Edmonton. And so I'm the vice president with them. And if you have any questions about joining any sports, also come see me. I think that's all that I have. I'm really excited to be here and see all of your lovely faces. A couple weeks ago, I was here for the potluck. I brought hot dogs. Does anyone remember the hot dogs? Yes. Cool, great. I'm glad I made an impression. Thank you so much for having me. I look forward to getting to know each of you. And if you are a parent of a youth and Chris has your information, please look out for an email from me this week, because next week we will be starting the planning with the youth during our Sunday gatherings. So thanks again. Thank you.
A quick invitation to some things coming up this afternoon at 1. Affirming Afternoons, our first attempt at a monthly kind of just gathering, hangout for anyone really, but it's a safe space. Today we're going to just play some games, board games, table games, whatever the group wants to do. So come, there'll be snacks, 1 o'clock. This week also is our caregiver support group initial meeting happening on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. If you're a caregiver that, by any definition, and you feel like you would like some support, just come or contact us for more information. This exciting Guess Who's Coming to Dessert that has been brewing for a little while is happening, and it starts this week, but it's not too late to be a part of it. There are some slips on the foyer table that you can fill out, and it means that you want to go and have a great time eating dessert and meeting some people or speaking to some new folks that you may not know. Word is that if you sign up today, or if you contact Dean or James, whose info isn't on the screen, I'm just realizing, that's why I was pausing, then it's not too late, and you will be contacted tonight to know kind of where you're headed. So that's exciting. Next week, always at the end of October, beginning of November, we honor those who have gone before us, and we do some candle lighting, and we have a time within our gathering where we honor those and remember those that have gone before in a way that honors All Saints' Day. We will speak names out loud of those within our community that have died. If you have anyone in your life that you would like added to that list so that we might speak their names out loud, there is a sheet in the foyer, or please contact the office this week, and we'll make sure those names are included. Last one from me. There is an opportunity to help someone in our community that needs a little help moving this week. Eliana is moving from one place to another, both on the south side, right? And so there's a van or truck involved, but needs some people that can help her to do that. So speak to me, speak to the office, speak to Eliana, and we can make sure that we can help her out there. There are a few things from the gallery.
Hi, my name is Linda May, and you often see me here in June looking for underwear. Well, yesterday I had an opportunity to see where that underwear goes. I was at what is called... Yes.
Be specific.
Anyway, I think I'm blushing. Tell us more. I was at the Bissell Community Closet, where all our underwear or the sanitary products or the diapers or clothing goes for people to use. And of all the things they have there, it interested me the most because we do so much, I think, for that. They did not have one winter coat in their closet. And Jonathan was saying that because it's been such a nice fall, people haven't been thinking about winter clothes, and maybe they haven't even brought it up out of the basement yet. So I spoke with some people this morning, Chris and Dara and Margaret, and we'd like to do a really short 2-week bring in some coats. Maybe you have coats in your closet that are too small or too big, or you just don't wear anymore, or maybe you have the means to go out and buy a coat. But if you could bring them in, they would be very much appreciated, and we will make sure that we get them to Bissell. So take them up, wash them, get them ready, and bring them. There's a box for Bissell there. It probably only holds 3 coats, but if you fill the whole foyer, that's okay too. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to seeing all those coats. Anytime over the next 2 weeks, if you can just bring them in. Thanks.
Talk about a hard act to follow. May Kellerman with 2 messages today. First one is, please remember the 22nd of November, you're all going to be back here for the jukebox evening. And I am looking for volunteers to help organize this jukebox evening so that it can actually happen. Anybody who wishes to volunteer to join Tenkai and Carolyn, and it looks like myself, inadvertently, that would be wonderful. And please come and talk to me in the foyer after the gathering today. I was going to say service. Sorry.
That's okay.
Bad habits.
It's fine.
All right. My second one is, who knows what this is? These are True Earth strips. This is laundry detergent. I'm not taking it out because this is scented. That's why it's in plastic. My apologies. True Earth strips are kind of magic because you use one little strip to wash a whole bundle of laundry, and they come in a little cardboard envelope, also in another recyclable cardboard envelope. You order them online, they arrive in your house, and you use them. But better than that, there is more. Today, and probably for a while, because I only have 96 packets, you can get your own free 4 strips to try out. And even better news on this is instructions on how to order them in future, and 20% of what you pay comes back to SSUC. And I know, because you're not whiffy, that all of you do laundry. So, please, I will be handing them out just at the back, as well as taking names for people who want to help with Erin's jukebox evening. And that's all I have to say.
Good morning. I just wanted to give an update to the congregation. All the individuals that we sponsored are now here. They are as happy as can be, and that's because of the work that we've all done. The 2 from Eritrea are living with Ruth and Dean, and the other 3 from South Sudan. And we got an apartment for them, and they're really, really, really happy. So thank you. And they all speak English, so that has made it settlement really, really easy. They already have their social insurance cards, their health cards, and most of the needs that the things that they needed, they already have those. I think they have already orientation on transportation in Canada or in Edmonton. They've been to Catholic Social Services for their English language assessment, and they're scoring pretty high. So, and we have also registered them with NATE for the Accelerated Employment Program for people with trades already. So that's going really, really well, and thanks to everyone, and thanks to Cindy, who went out and got a box of lots of things. I couldn't name the items. There were beautiful side lamps. When I went to the apartment, I felt like walking out secretly with one of them, but I couldn't because they were all looking at me. So that's an update on the individuals that we sponsored as a congregation. So thank you so much on their behalf. The other thing that I was talking about in my private world, I do a lot of work on autism. A group of us are working on how to make places of worship more inclusive of populations with autism. So we're meeting at the church, Southside Church of the Nazarenes this week. If anyone wants to join us to see how we can make this congregation more inclusive of people with special needs, I can send you an email or a phone call just to let you know what time we'll be meeting and how we plan to move forward in making these spaces more inclusive. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just a quick reminder that we're keeping Thanksgiving going through a variety of activities to reduce food insecurity in our community. And one of the things we have going on is the ongoing food donation box, which is in Food Bank Corner, which is out to your left, outside the small hall, so there's a big box. So if you just grab a can or a box of food on your way to the gathering or anytime you come in here, please drop it off in the big box. The food bank comes every week to pick up whatever is in there. And then remember, in January, we'll do a big food drive and do a more concentrated effort, but this is an ongoing effort to help continue food donations as we go along. Thanks.
Hi, David Mayer for Operation Friendship, and I've been away for the last couple of weeks, so I haven't had an opportunity to see how we're doing on our sock collection. But I noticed that the bin was quite full this morning when I brought my socks in. So I just want to thank everybody that has contributed to that, and to give you a reminder that we've got one more Sunday, which is next week, to bring in your socks, and then they will be delivered. And thank you once again.
Hi, good morning. I'm Eliana, so I'm the person that needs to move, so I thought, that's one way. But also, for other folks who are part of the queer and trans community, I just wanted to announce that my friends who I call my family have organized an event called Queeroween, and it's not anything necessarily to do with the church, or the non-church, or whatever this amazing place is. But I love it here so much, and I thought other people might want to attend. So it's on Friday, October 25th. It's at CoLab downtown, which is a collaborative arts venue and space. There are local drag performers, and there's a dance party, and there's a costume contest, but you don't have to have a costume. And last of all, a portion of the funds is going towards Skipping Stone, which is an amazing queer and trans service across Alberta. So that's all from me, and if you can help me move, thank you.
It's time for us to change the light, to move from this place to whatever the next place in our day might be. And as we do it in the great circle of knowing that relationship and community is how we will move forward step by step. And so, having rehearsed what to do here among us, we know now how to do it in the world with others. May this light go with us in whatever way we need. And we will strengthen our intentions together with these words. With gratitude for who we are together, we focus on all the ways we encourage and strengthen one another. Let's celebrate courage in the face of pain. Let's be a connection for those who are feeling disconnected. Let's choose again to be creative in our decisions in the face of loss, anger, and change. Let's allow today to be an opportunity unique from any other, inspiring, growing, and deepening who we are. May we shine as neighbors, as friends, as encouragers, as partners, learning and thriving in new ways. And may all that we do contribute to the strengthening of each of us for the good of our communities and our world.